Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, the Bronze Goddess, and it's time for another strawberry letter. Before I get into this particular video, if you like my strawberry letters, you love my love and relationship advice, you definitely want to check out my new book. It's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. It's available on CreateSpace and Amazon, of course. I will link it below. And let's get started with today's video. When I first met this man, let's call him Joe, the first thing that attracted to me was that he genuinely cared about me and my well-being. He's older than me by about 14 years. I'm in my mid-20s. In the beginning, everything was going great. We went out on dates, yada, yada, yada. Months go by and he still hasn't mentioned me becoming his girlfriend. He's also not very open and doesn't give direct answers when I ask questions. So I start to wonder, why? But by this time, I've already begun to catch feelings. We would talk every day, sometimes the whole day, and we would spend all of our time together. We were also intimate. We met in April of 2013, and by November 2013, nothing had come up. I have learned since then that he had gotten out of a 4-year relationship 2 weeks prior to him meeting me. He swears he told me this when we first met, but I don't believe that because I would have never stuck around if I had known this in the beginning. Next March, which was March 2014, I bring up the idea of being his girlfriend. He basically says he's not ready and it's my choice if I want to stick around while he quote-unquote fixes himself. Unfortunately, I was in love, so I stayed. June, I bring up the fact that we should be saying I love you because I had been feeling that way for quite some time. He basically tells me he doesn't feel that way. Why would I say that? That's what he said. I don't feel that way. Why would I say that? I'm gonna get you for that. I'm gonna get you so good. I'm gonna get you good. So he says that he sees himself taking care of me mentally, physically, and spiritually. You would think that this would make me want to leave, but I didn't. It didn't make sense. I believe his actions speak louder than words, and his actions always showed me that he loved me, which is why I have waited. He would surprise me and bring me roses at work. He would give me advice. He would act like a boyfriend in every possible way except calling me his girl, which I now believe is just the worst insult of all. My friends and family didn't understand it either. I was fed up by November 2014. It had been 2 weeks. He had 2 weeks left and I was going to end it after watching one of your videos, which gave me the courage. Right after that time, he finally says that he loves me and that we are a couple, but he won't use the word girlfriend. January 2015, he meets my dad, my mom, my brother, and none of them trust him. They all feel that he's wrong for me. They say that he is nice, but he is hiding something. They feel like he is glassy, and the list goes on. I don't know what that means. That's maybe some kind of regional thing. I don't know what glassy means, but okay, girl. He's not being straightforward, and he won't make me his girlfriend. He travels a lot for work, but now I'm beginning not to trust him. What should I do? I would really appreciate it if you would look at my letter. Okay, so this letter is... There's so much that I want to say. The main reason, the number one reason why I wanted to do your particular strawberry letter is this. If you ever have to ask, demand, request, or give an ultimatum for a man to tell you that he loves you, 9 times out of 10, he does not. You don't have to pressure no grown man to get in touch with his feelings. I'm sure he told the last girl that he was with that he loved her. I think that he's not telling you because he does not love you. I don't know why it is that you can't seem to wrap your mind around that. I don't care how nice he is. I don't care how many roses he brings to your job. I don't care how eager he was to meet your parents. I don't care about any of that. If you ask the man point blank, do you love me? And he told you I can take care of you in all these different ways, but I don't feel that way. Why are you not listening to him? This is not some riddle. This is not an incredibly complicated strawberry letter where I have to really get in here and decode anything. This one is point blank and plain. He told you blatantly. When you asked him if he loved you, he darn near said no. Why don't you believe him is what I'm asking you. And what I also can't understand is why you're putting this pressure on him to commit. Why are you dragging and hog-tying this grown man to make him yours? You remind me of that cartoon I used to watch back in the day where it is this little girl who was in love with this bunny. The bunny couldn't stand the little girl because she was just too over-aggressive. And she used to say, I will love you and squeeze you and comb your hair and put pretty little bows in it. You can't make him be yours. You can't dress him up and you know, lock your arms in his, and you can't doodle your names together, and you can't get embroidered towels that have your initials on it. Like, he's not into you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be that blunt and that open, but I feel like you're going to continue to make yourself look like a fool if you keep chasing this man that doesn't want to be caught. At least not by you. At least not right now. One of the worst possible times to try to enter into a serious relationship with a man is when he is fresh off of a breakup. Because you are the rebound girl. I don't care how nice he is to you. He enjoys your company. He may enjoy your friendship, but he may be looking at you as a rebound, a means in which to get over his last girlfriend. That is not the case for every man, but I do feel like that is in fact the case for this man. I will get more into it in my second book, yes, my second book, Decoding, Breaking the Man Code, What Your Mother Never Told You About Dating. Girl, I'm working on my next book, okay. But anyway, I feel like what he's doing, he's told you the truth, but you don't want to believe him. This is plain and simple. Why do you feel that this is my thing. So, okay, let's just say you continue to chase him and you actually catch him, so to speak. And he does, you manage to, you browbeat him enough to get him to tell you that he loves you because you pressured him. So he finally was like, all right, I love you. And then let's just say now you're his pseudo girlfriend, the title in which he won't even say out loud out of his lips. He won't even respect you enough as a woman to even call you his girlfriend, but he could call his ex-girlfriend. You don't think there's anything strange with that? That's not insulting to you? Oh, this other woman was good enough to be called your girl, but I'm not? That would rub me the wrong way right off the bat. And then when you talk about in the letter how you can't ask him certain questions, or he doesn't answer certain questions, but you've been intimate with this man, so he can't answer your questions, but you can give him your body, your most prized possession. Something's not right here. I need you to get your self-esteem up to the level where you can say, you know what, if I'm not good enough for you, then you're not good enough for me. You need to get your self-esteem up to the level where you can say, what, you know what? I love you, but it appears that you don't love me. So I love me enough to remove myself from this situation because I don't want to be in a one-sided relationship. I don't want to have to beg a grown man to tell me that he loves me. I need you to stop seeing any of this as romantic. None of this is romantic. None of this is sexy. Honestly, and to be blunt, a lot of this is sad. You don't beg a man. You don't grab a man by his ankles and make him tell you that he loves you, because if you have to do that, then he doesn't. So let's just say this man does decide to marry you. Do you really want to get a ring like this? That he found that he will oblige you? Do you want a man to marry you because he wants to oblige you, or because he loves you? Because you pressured him? Because you begged him? Because he felt sorry for you? For any other reason other than love, it's not cute. Because you took care of him, because you was his ride or die. That's why I wanted to do your letter. Because for all of these women out here writing me the same exact doggone letter, talking about how I can't believe he won't make me his girlfriend after all this time, after all that we've been through. He doesn't want to be with you. Sometimes men will see you as a seat filler. A meantime girl. I'm with you in the meantime. I feel like in this particular situation, he is using you as a rebound to help him get over his ex. And now that you have begun to complicate things by wanting actual commitment, by wanting him to actually be present in this relationship, you're turning him off. This was supposed to be fun for him. This is supposed to be lighthearted and fluffy for him. He just came out of a 4-year commitment. And he wasn't expecting to get into that with you. I think the more you pressure him, the more you're going to run him off, because he didn't want that from you. This was supposed to be just fun for him. And you wanting him to meet your parents and you wanting him to do all these things. I don't think that's what he wanted. He told you what you needed to hear. But I don't think that was ever his intention, to make a serious relationship with you. And I'm sorry to be so blunt and so honest, but the fact that you're doing this, I think it needs to be a wake-up call for you. You don't gotta beg nobody to be with you. I actually saw you. We talked. I actually saw you. Saw your profile pic. You too cute to be chasing somebody like this. Anybody. What you doing running behind somebody and making somebody tell you that they love you and giving ultimatums to somebody? I bet he did. My whole thing, what I want you to realize is I bet he did all the things that you want with another girl. With the girl that he was with for 4 years. So why is she good enough for him and you're not? You are just as good as anybody else out here. So what makes you so bad of a person that you can't be his girlfriend? I don't think so. I think that this is a self-esteem issue with you, and I think that until you remove yourself from the situation, you will never be able to properly see it for what it is. This is embarrassing. because you got too much going on for yourself. You are too pretty, too smart, you're too much of a catch to allow somebody to treat you like you're not. Don't you ever let anybody treat you like this. Ever. Don't you ever beg a grown man to throw you a bone, to give you scraps that falls from his table. Do you know who you are? Clearly you don't. Do you know that you are royalty? That you are the daughter of a king? You should be the one telling, you know what, I'm not interested. That should be your position. You as the woman, you have all the power. You are the one who does all the choosing. You're making yourself look desperate. And there is no need for you to be. There are too many good men running around here loose for you to give this man that much power. I need you to realize that. That whether he wants you or not, you are still desirable. Any man that doesn't want you is crazy. I wanted to make this video for a lot of you women because I keep getting a similar letter with women and telling me that they can't get their man to commit. You shouldn't have to hog tie and drag somebody to be with you. Why you gotta do all that? That's how you know he's not for you. Oh, you don't know what you got? You must be, I don't want to be with a fool. If you don't know what you got, then we're not compatible. We are both a catch. I'm not lucky to be with you. We're lucky that we found each other. And any dude that treats you like you're lucky to be with him, you need to let him go. You don't need that kind of luck. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. If you enjoy my love and relationship advice videos, then please be sure to support my new book, The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. Be sure to read the reviews on Amazon. People love it, okay? I love you guys and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time. Later, divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.